Good morning, EatMoveRest fam, and welcome to sunny California. In this episode of Cribs, come on in. Welcome to Summerlin, California. We are here for the next couple of months, finally unpacked and getting into a little bit of a flow and rhythm and routine, and we are feeling good. So let's take a quick tour of the place. So this is our spacious living room and dining room area and a little mini kitchen island where I got to do my first California coaching session yesterday. So love this little setup. We've got a big, wide open galley style kitchen, tons of open shelves for bananas. Love, love, love the countertops. And last but not least, the bedroom. So we have gone from a king size at home, and we co-sleep still with Max, and now this is a full size, so we are a little bit more scrunched. A couple people on Instagram told me we should take the photo frames off the headboard in case of an earthquake, so that kind of shook me up. Got a mini closet here, so we didn't really have to unpack a lot of our clothing. Finally, the bathroom. We've got some really cool tile floors.
This is a good exercise for us, like living with less, packing less, to just less overall.
So today we're going to take you through a what we eat in a day. It might be a little bit different because we've been loving the local organic farm stands around town. When we got here, I was kind of worried about how I was going to work out without our garage gym and without a local gym to go to, but honestly, these Beachbody On Demand workouts have always been a lifesaver for me, and I've been using them for like several years, and I absolutely love this bar blend one because it's low impact, but it's still like high in cardio and super toning. It's like probably the hardest one I've done, even harder than some of the lifting ones. So I highly recommend it. If you guys are interested, pop some comments below, ask me questions. I can answer anything for you if you're interested in Beachbody workouts. I'm gonna drink a quick pre-workout shake. It's just Sun Warrior Natural Warrior Blend and Moon Balance, which is an amazing supplement I've been loving. It helps to balance hormones.
My quick morning workout smoothie is super simple since we've gotten here. It's just soy milk, a scoop of Sun Warrior vanilla protein, a handful of my favorite Rica nuts, and like a half a cup of oats. I feel like the oats just give it some calories and some creaminess and just a little bit of heartiness, and love it. Feel super fueled up and ready to go. My workouts lately have been outside, hands down. So I'm either lifting weights out here on the deck or I'm going for like these epic runs. We're like running hills right now. I haven't worked out in like 2 weeks between prepping for the trip and working on the RV. This is tough, but we love it. Feels so good to sweat.
Okay, you guys, so I just changed out of my sweaty workouts and I'm about to blend up a delicious breakfast smoothie. So if you guys have watched our videos long enough, then you know I typically make a green smoothie and it doesn't waver very much. That being said, today we are going to use sprouts because we just ran out of lacinato kale, which we usually add in. So I thought I'm going to refer to Doug Evans' The Sprout Book. If you guys hadn't already checked out our interview with him, definitely go check it out. I will link it below. We learned so much about sprouting and how nutritious it is for our bodies. His book is amazing. It has so many delicious sprout recipes in it. And today I'm going to make the creamy cacao smoothie recipe. And it's still technically green because I'm adding in broccoli sprouts. So this is what they look like. And I am using Sproutman sprouts. So big shout out to Sproutman for sponsoring this video and stocking us up for our trip to Cali. They have such a variety. They're extremely affordable, but most importantly, they're like the best quality. Non-GMO, USDA organic, and these are specifically cultivated to be sprouting seeds. So I've tried to sprout with typical like bulk bin seeds before, and they either mold and rot, or they don't produce as much, or they don't sprout at all. So these are like the most premium sprouting seeds you can get. I highly recommend getting their starter kit. It's amazing. You have so many different options. There's mung beans, chickpeas, there's protein blends, alfalfa, broccoli, and so much more. So we will link it below. You can use EatMoveRest for a discount. definitely check them out. I highly, highly recommend that you start sprouting, especially as we get into the cold winter months, because you know everybody's garden is likely not going to be around, and especially for Dusty and I here, we don't have a garden right now, so we are focusing on sprouts. They're space efficient, and like I said, they are so nutritious. One head of broccoli has a certain amount of sulforaphane in it. It's a finite amount. So if you want to eat an entire head of broccoli to get that amount of sulforaphane, fine. But the same amount is contained in each broccoli seed. So think about how many more broccoli seeds you can eat than broccoli heads. Sprouts are extremely high in phytonutrients, antioxidants, and protein. You wouldn't even believe how much plant protein is in these little guys. So I'm gonna blend these in and we're gonna see how it tastes. So the recipe has plant milk, bananas, dates, chia seeds, cacao, a dash of cinnamon, a pinch of salt, broccoli sprouts, probably gonna add about a cup of those, and then about a cup of wild blueberries and raspberries. So you guys, this is super delicious. I can vouch as I was licking the spatula. If you're interested, this is on page 173 of the Sprout Book. So you guys have seen these on our channel before. I am making banana oat waffles for Maxie. This is his makeshift
Did you
high
pull your chair up?
He knew he had waffles on the counter.
Count your blessings every night. You learn these lessons, future's bright. Count your blessings, don't let it slip away now. Count your blessings, it's easy when you know how. Keep the future forward, a star constellation. You know I'm shining brightest, I got that motivation. I look to you, you show me that trust. It's not a win-less, we both are moving up, yeah.
So for lunch, I just rinsed some fresh berries and we're gonna make some sprouted wraps, and I'm gonna make some raw tomato soup. So it's gonna be kind of warmed from the blender, but still technically raw. We thought this would be the perfect fresh California lunch with everything that we grabbed at the farm stand right down the street. Everything is grown locally here in California. So I've got alfalfa sprouts here. I'm gonna add about a cup of those into our blender. I'm gonna save about a quarter cup to add into our wraps. Got a whole bunch of local tomatoes, a whole lime, a garlic clove, about a quarter cup of sun-dried tomatoes, a half cup of cashews. It's going to be super creamy, so I soaked the sun-dried tomatoes and the cashews, and then salt and garlic salt. I would also recommend trying adding in fresh cilantro or fresh basil, whatever herbs you have on hand, or maybe an Italian seasoning. After you have everything added into your high-speed blender, on our particular Vitamix, it has a soup setting. It's just gonna be high speed, so when you blend it, after a couple of minutes, it will actually warm the soup. So you can warm it to your liking or eat it cold and enjoy. We're also gonna eat it with our wraps. So I'm gonna do these brown rice spring roll wrappers, and you basically just get out a plate of water and soak them really quick, and they become really soft and malleable. So now I'm gonna add in a bunch of rainbow veggies: arugula, carrot, radish, red pepper, purple cabbage, and some sprouts. You just gotta roll it up as tight as you can. So I can dip these in my creamy cashew sprouted tomato soup.
So a couple changes that I made were I used a whole wheat wrap. It's a little bit more calories. I also added some quinoa and some green lentils that I cooked up actually last night. Ate them cold and love them. Again, more protein, more calories, and perfect lunch for both of us.
So we're here at the local farm stand. It's all organic, all local, and it's about a 5-minute walk from our place. Tonight we have plans to make our very own homemade gluten-free vegan pizza. So we're gonna grab a few veggies to top it with and grab a couple other things as well, because there is just way too much goodness to choose from.
Okay, so I am gonna take the boys, Max and Bo, for a walk while Erin preps our pizza crust for our Patreon group tonight.
So something I've always wanted to try to make is a homemade pizza, crust and all, and of course I had to go gluten-free with it. I scoured the internet for a bunch of recipes and I'm kind of going to do my own mashup. Wish me luck, fingers crossed. And we're going to be making it for our exclusive Patreon cooking and coaching tonight. So if you guys haven't already, definitely pop over to patreon.com/EatMoveRest. I'll link it below, especially now that we're on the road away from our day jobs, our primary sources of income. We are trying to pursue EatMoveRest full time. We would absolutely love it if you guys could help us on this journey. Check it out below and see what kind of perks are over there. Did you have a good walk with Papa Bear? Yeah, the train. Last night, our pizza crust recipes with our Patreon cooking and coaching group was a little so-so. Moment of truth. We tried a buckwheat flour crust, and then we tried a chickpea flour crust from Forks Over Knives, which was good, but it was more of like a cornbread consistency. So I am bound and determined to make a gluten-free pizza crust, and we didn't want to let you guys down. We wanted to end this video with a bang. So we're going to make a sprouted red lentil pizza. We're going to top it with all kinds of goodies, including sprouts. We've actually done this before with red lentils, and the amount of ingredients is extremely minimal. All you need is red lentils, salt, water, baking powder, and you can add whatever spices you want if you want to add a little bit more flavor to it. So since we're going with a classic pizza, we're going to add a little bit of basil and oregano. I'm going to blend this till it's smooth. So it's going to be more of like a pancake batter than it is like a pizza dough that you need. So I popped it in the oven at 400. I'm going to bake it for 20 minutes. So for our marinara or our pizza sauce, we are using tomato paste, about a quarter cup of this tomato puree. I'm going to add in some garlic salt and some sweetener. I'll probably use just a touch of maple syrup. The essentials are tomato paste, tomato puree, salt, and sweetener. So then add sauce and toppings and bake for another about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm now adding some arugula. You don't want to bake this, just add it on fresh out of the oven so it kind of steams up and turns a really bright green color. And adding some avocado because no meal is complete without, especially in Cali. Finally, adding some freshly sprouted alfalfa. You guys, this is like the epitome of California pizza. Now it's time to snap some pictures and dig in. All right, you guys, third time's a charm. This pizza turned out amazingly well. Can't wait to keep digging in. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, make sure that bell is clicked. That'll turn on your notifications so you'll get alerts whenever we put out brand new content on our channel. Leave me some love in the comments below, and until next time, eat, move, rest, your best. Bye guys.
We're Dusty, Erin, Max, and Bo, and we're the Stanzics.
We aspire to live a plant-centric, faith-forward, healthy lifestyle and welcome all of the adventures that accompany it. Join us every week as we blend, chop, juice, run, lift, ride, and master our minds in between on the ultimate quest to find better balance, deeper connection, and true happiness within.